Hi, this is Mia Get Real. This is a recap. I was doing a lot, and I made a video earlier. I was getting ready to weigh in on the weed, and I noticed the TV was on there. I get really scared about copyright, so I had another video, but that flustered me, so I kind of really beat around the bush another hour and a half. I just stopped that video. I'm going to post it. I was talking about the wildfires, recap a little bit about flooding. I just noticed now a few minutes ago that everything over here is covered with ash. It was like 90-something degrees in my room, so I opened the window, air filter coming inward, fan going out with the blinds down, everything's covered with ash. My daughter's room is ash, and I have the bathroom window, which needs to be shut. So it's basically raining ash. When I lived on the east side, I lived about an hour west from Cascade Locks. It's on fire right now, and it's spread to Washington. So it's gone across the river, it's spread to Washington State. And I'm looking at the news. I recapped because I was talking about like September 11th when I came to town 2001, and I was homeless. And it's like there's always like this internal battle, but there's like other tragedies going on that people are running for their lives. They have all these evacuations for all these homes, and I'm like, well, I need friends. Well, I need to date somebody. Oh, I've been waiting since my 20s, and now I'm in my 40s, and I'm still waiting. I'm waiting over 13 years to go out with somebody or have a guy say they like me. Can I text you or Facebook message? And I've never had that. Even before I was married, I never had that. I've never been on a date in my whole life. I'm hung out. And I'm like a tomboy. I hung out. And I'm just feeling sorry for myself because it feels like it's a curse of the family. Like I'll never be a person. Like even if you made a friend, like oh I just moved to town. Well, it's a guy or a woman. Like oh you want to go to the movie? It's right down the street from my house. Oh, park your car. We'll go together. Like I'm not talking about like oh now that we went to the movie, let's get married or let's jump in the set. Like it's like why can't people have companions and friends? Or say, oh, yeah, my friend invited me to a barbecue and you find to go with someone, you go. You're not a couple, you go, even you socialize with other people and you develop a friendship. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I never even get to that step one. So I know, like, I know that I have a problem because there's a ton of people in the world. There's billions of people in the world. And that's been something I've cried about my whole life since I was a really little kid, and I keep pointing to my closet. My brother's old stuffed dog was like my only friend, and then I got parakeets, and they were like my only friends. Or I actually got one, and he died, and I got two, and then something happened to them. And his babies had died less than a day old. They don't have a chance to have friends or message Facebook somebody, even if you can't hang out with them and all this stuff. And so I just have to be grateful that I have what I do have and a chance to move forward in life. And um, I I would be asking people. So basically, I've spent yesterday an hour and a half I talked about what's going on in the weather and how the sun is orange and red, how the moon is this dark, like black, red, orange color. And I I keep wanting to pray for these people who are abandoning their house, running into pets and their family heirlooms because they have to get out of their houses right now. And then I'm sitting here and it's triggering me to my own problems or my own like feeling hopeless and out of control. Like you can't control that eclipse thing. You can't control when it's gonna be dark. If someone burns out the sky with a nuke or something, but you can't control when the birds are going to start migrating south, right? And I'm in this situation where I don't know why talking about these forest fires and this flooding back east is triggering. I know I told you I've gotten into flash flood and been homeless when the first one happened, and I was just recapping, like, I don't know why I'm trying to give you a news story and talk about praying for people who are abandoning their homes that they retired or they just bought it, or maybe it's not even insured, you don't know. Just to go lose it. Oh shoot, I left such and such in the bathroom cabinet. Like, oh shoot, I left mother's necklace. Like, people would think and be in a shelter sleeping on a cot. And rather than have a hotline if you need to move your farm animals to farmland, move your livestock, they need help. They gotta get out now. And it looked like I was scared that the guy in North Korea bombed us, nuked us, everything, because in the nuke movies, everything's covered in the ashen cloud, right? I was talking about Cinderella and ashen poodle, whatever it is in German. We were discussing yesterday. I didn't come home and my daughter was running the house, so she's affected by it. But I've been in a lot of situations where I flood abuse, and I ended up in shelters. I ended up sleeping on some bed that's somebody's shared thing. That's not my bed. It's people come, people go, and they use the same bed. Here's some bedding. Used bedding. Here you go. To keep a roof over me and my kids' head. I've lived in a tent after fleeing abuse. I've lived in a car after fleeing abuse of people. And for some reason, maybe the fires, like it's danger, life-threatening danger that you will not sit in that house and perish when you know that what's coming after you is not survivable. Or you're taking a chance. Russian roulette. And it's triggering a lot of material items, and then here's your life, and your kids' life, and your pets' life, and you'd go away from the danger. With, like, if I had to go out like this, and no shoes, just run out the door, like, if our gas exploded right now, everybody out now, you need to jump out a window and break your legs. And so I had to tell myself, for some reason, it's triggering a huge part of my brain, and I've been crying for the past 2-3 days. I've been crying since the freaking eclipse, but I just kept saying, like, I became a survivalist and prepper because every time I went and had an emergency or surgery or health issue, I couldn't find one person to help me. I couldn't even find someone that I could say over the phone, please pray for me. Not one person. And this has been the repeat of 13 years. So when I get mad, I get online and I go try to volunteer somewhere, donate money that I don't have on my credit card to someone. I'm like, that's stupid. Why are you spending everything when you don't want to put food in your own stomach? Your stomach's been growling since last night, But in my mind, I'm like, I feel like it breaks you, like it's a demonic way to say nobody cares about you. You're ugly, you're fat, just like your parents said, and nobody's gonna love you, just like your parents and your ex-husband said. So it's like the tragedy, but it's like, for me, I turn it around to help others, and then I say, keep being hopeful that God will provide you to get out of debt, and provide your bills to be paid, and provide you to have a home that you own, that the rent, that when you buy it at $700 for 15-year loan, it's going to stay $700 or $1,400. It's not going to end up in 3 months going from $900 to $1,500 or whatever is right under the thing where they have to pay you. And just realize that when I pray in times like troubling times, if I ask God to close the wrong doors and open the right doors, please guide me to remember to do it in God's timing, so I'm not rushing things and going down the wrong path. because I want to be in control, then I have to realize that I have to be patient. And it's not about me. When I recommitted multiple times in August to God, to do God's will for my life, that recommitment isn't about my selfish wants. It's like, I keep thinking, when I got married, my future vision was that I'd be owning house and property, maybe have some ponies or something. The kids, I would be working, he'd be working. The kids would have their college accounts paid for, and we were saved up to buy them a car. And I would have a master bedroom suite that had a bed bigger than my twin-size bed with a mattress going like this. And that I would be in a committed, monogamous relationship with a husband. That's the father of my kids. That's what I thought when I said I do. And I know a lot of people, 50% of us have divorced, but people are widowed, people have people doing adultery, people have people sleeping in separate bedrooms for decades and not having sex and just being cordial and sharing a refrigerator, bathroom. Who knows what their personal interest, their different individual stories are. So I'm not alone. And my American dream falling apart. But I keep thinking, I go to the store and do demos. I can't afford to buy the food for my kids. When you know, when you go to the food bank, the dates are expired. So going from this price, this coupon and discount price I can't afford, to expired. So some of it's going to go in the trash, and some of it's going to be picked up by the local food pantry. You just feel like there's an excess, but you see people dumpster diving, and they still have open dumpsters at grocery stores, and they receive. I watch these people in New York City. I don't know if they're outside of Whole Foods or what. They just like end up with big bags full of groceries. It's like I go to work every day and I can't afford the groceries. And I racked up my credit card like $2,000 to buy groceries and toilet paper. I couldn't buy the Eclipse goggles, not even one pair for $2. For $1.99, I couldn't even find enough bottles to take back. And then by the time I took some bottles and grabbed some change, they were all sold out. So it's like there's so much excess. There's so many people you think want friends, but then they find friends and it's not me. I used to see so many people that date one woman dating 15 guys and another dating 0. So you're just like, just wondering what is wrong. But somebody thought, this is the type of person I am, and I never want to brag, but I will be stuck like this. So I filmed myself posting some stuff on eBay. This is the type of person I am. Go on my volunteer because it's lonely and at least it gets me out of the house, and then I see somebody laying out there or they lost their home or something and they want someone. I've had people that just hold my hand and say thank you for caring, and they know that I'm not getting paid. Someone thought I was over in Texas helping blood victims. They were surprised to see me at this meeting. I was going to sign up to be a volunteer firefighter. That was a childhood dream. I need to actually start getting paid for stuff, but I went through the list of how you do it after I got a car accident. I was an athlete my whole life, and that car accident just cut my career. But medical school, baby, that don't be young. I had a solution I could still work out, and I got a car so I could. I don't know if I could carry that heavy hose. I could carry heavy things. I'm like strong, but I'm injured. I don't know if I can. I don't think they time you, but you have to be able to do this fitness test. And that was the only reason that I did sign up for the class. You take the class and then take the test, and you could be a volunteer firefighter. I always wanted a Jeep, and I like that. In Michigan, on the forest, you have that light on top of your car. There's old 4x4s and Jeeps, lights on them, the KC lights in the front like that. I was like, yeah, when I grow up, I'm going to be a volunteer firefighter, and I'm going to work for the DNR. I'm going to have a boat, a house, government house on the lake, a boat, garage with my car, my SUV from the company, like a Jeep Cherokee or something. My off-road ATV with guns, 22 in my hand. Like, this was my plan. I was going to be like Mr. Ranger dude from Yogi Bear. Mr. Ranger, sir. That was going to be. I always want to help. When you learn in school, this and you got burned down, my mom's friend was digging up the lake, one of the lakes in this neighborhood. There was antiques, scissors. She got some. People threw all of their, because the whole town was on fire, they threw all their stuff into the lake. And he'd dredge it up, or whatever you call it, just pull stuff out, and she got a pair of scissors from him. And they were all charbroiled, like melting and bubbling, like lava had hit them. And everyone, because the whole town was on fire, they just threw everything they owned into the lake. And it still burned off, and their stuff is still in that lake. I'm gonna go tell my kid that, but I just feel like it's one of those days, and I didn't turn the recorder off when I was doing the eBay because I said I still have to keep going. I still have to stay active, and I hadn't got paid for many weeks for my medical business, and I haven't done any billing because it's like, what's the point? But the point is they expire, and if I get it in, I'll have another 6 months to fix the paperwork to get. Like, I don't like them saying, if I sell something for say I sell something for half an hour and I charge $80. It's a complex, like moderate level. And and I said they had like a warrant that I froze off, and then they didn't pay me for the freezing because I didn't get prior authorization. Oh shoot, I didn't know. Next time I know. Same with I did a manipulation, and they didn't give me the money for it. Next time I know. But they should still pay me for the office visit, which is a different code than the procedure, a different procedure. So there's the visit, and there's the procedure in addition to the base visit. And they're going to tell me if I say plantar surface of the left foot. Let's say they had a upper respiratory infection, and I did a ENT exam for them. Say they were a child, so I had to do an adolescent exam, check the height and weight, vitals. All of this half an hour. And they say, we're not gonna pay you for the other one because you didn't do prior authorization. Okay, I didn't know I needed. And they're not gonna pay you for the visit because you just said plantar worked. They want you to change the diagnosis. So as a physician who's billing for the charges that I saw their patient in my clinic, they tell me that they don't like my codes on my diagnostics. And if I want to get paid, I have to change my codes. In my mind, as a physician, I feel like I'm qualified to code the most appropriate code for this patient and put them in the order that I see 1, 2, 3, 4. But the insurance company is like, no, we're going to tell you you're not getting a penny unless you change the code to something we like. And I just feel like they didn't see the patient. They don't know the history. They don't know, like, off my chart that I spent 15 minutes with the HPI and, the last 5 minutes doing the question answer, tell you how to use medication, and emergency, go to the emergency room, and then 10 minutes in the middle is spent removing the words and still getting history because you can still talk about your history and do physical exams in that time of physical things, doing the temperature while you're getting the cryo ready and all this stuff. Do the blood pressure, miss the heart and lungs, and then go get the scalpel. Like you still have time to do this stuff, but part of me wants to go to the meeting so that I'm not alone. The other part of me says you need to rest your arm and your back from driving, and you can't breathe because of this weather, this fire weather added to the rain weather, fire clouds, sunny, easy, and you end up. Sometimes I want a specific code, so you could say with or without complication, or if you have well child check once a year and there's a complication, that's a problem. Or if there's not a complication, then it's like it's not medically necessary. Like I just spent 2 hours doing a full head to toe exam on this kid, and prescribed supplements and this and this and this. So I'll tell you, they're the experts on insurance and how things get paid, billed and paid. But as a physician, you use the appropriate codes that match up with what you did. So there's a conflict. There's there's expert at diagnostics and expert at insurance, and you butt heads in the middle and stuff. So I think I have to come home and do that. I'm sure there's a meeting. I'm going to go. This is my recap. I think I need to rinse my face off and shut that bathroom window. I'll post this video now, and then I'll come home and post the other one.